Welcome, this is Dr. Plague, and today I just want to spend a little time talking about the current chip shortage situation. You see, I have some projects coming up that I want to create videos for, but I noticed that I am running low on my supply of microcontrollers that I planned on using for these projects. Now, bear in mind that I usually use through-hole versions of parts for simple projects when possible, although I will occasionally use proto boards for surface mount parts when necessary. Up until now, from what I've seen, through-hole parts were not affected as much by the chip shortage that we are experiencing. Through-hole parts are used mostly by hobbyists and designers, and not so much for industry production. But when I tried to order some more AVR AT Mega 1284-PU microcontrollers, I was surprised to see that they were hard to come by. I was able to find 5 of them, but that was it. They came from Thailand, direct from the manufacturer. I looked into other AVR microcontrollers such as the AT Mega 328, 168, 48. They were all gone. Although I have noticed some of them are starting to come back into stock gradually, but they may still be hard to come by. Now, I did debate whether I should continue making videos of my future projects which will use these now hard-to-find chips, because my viewers may not be able to follow along and build any of these unless they just happen to have some of these chips in their possession. After much consideration, I have decided to continue on and create the future videos with the anticipation that these chips will be available in the future. According to the manufacturer's website for Microchip, they are planning on producing more of the Pico-powered versions of the 1284, which should operate the same as the regular versions, but honestly, I have never used the Pico-powered versions. They should work as drop-in replacements, just lower-powered versions, so if you are interested and can find the Pico-powered versions, they should be fine to use. You may need to adjust the project to the Pico-powered version, but the same code for the regular version should work on the Pico-powered versions, as I understand it. Now, during this chip shortage, I recommend being careful on where you purchase your chips from. I only purchase from reputable sources, such as DigiKey, Mouser, and direct from the manufacturers. I never purchase from eBay or Amazon, and I don't suggest that you do unless you trust the seller. There are a lot of bad actors out there that will take advantage of you and sell you counterfeit parts. If you have development boards lying around, such as this Arduino Uno, you may be able to remove the processor from it and use it if you can. This Uno has a through-hole version of the AT Mega 328 Pico-powered microcontroller, and if needed, I could extract it and put it on a breadboard. So, why are we now having a problem with through-hole parts? I don't know for sure, but my guess is that the electronics industry has noticed that there has been an abundance of through-hole parts, and they may be temporarily redesigning their PCBs to use up these parts since they can't get the surface mount versions. Now, that's just a guess, but my employer is doing something very similar. We are doing a lot of temporary board spins to use alternate components until the chip shortage is over. But we're not stooping as low as using up the through-hole components that hobbyists find valuable. If any businesses that are using up the through-hole components are watching this video, then I urge you to please stop this. This is hurting the hobbyists out there, and many of the hobbyists will become our future engineers. Please allow them the ability to purchase parts and gain experience in electronics. It'll help us all out. Well, that's all that I have for today. I'm hoping that the chip shortage gets better soon, and that we can have some fun with future projects. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time, right here on Dr. Plague.